I just had to let you know you're.
Hello, what's your business analytic project?
Hello. So I'll explain to you in a simple way. Hi everyone. My name is Howard and today I will present my business analytics project. So in this project, I analyze PT Bluebird Tbk, which is one of the largest and also most well-known transportation companies in Indonesia. The main focus of my project is to understand how Bluebird respond to digital-based competitors like Gojek and Grab. Before going deeper, I think this topic is very relevant to our daily life because if we compare with the past, the way people use transportation has changed a lot. Previously, people usually use taxi on the street or call by the phone. But now, almost everything is done through mobile application. People just open their phone, choose the location, and the driver will come. So this change is not only about technology, but also about how people expectation have evolved. Customer today expect service to be fast, to be easy, and also transparent. For example, they want to know the price before booking. They want to track the driver in real time, and they expect short waiting time. Now, if you look at Bluebird, the company actually have a very strong reputation. They also known for safety, reliability, and professional drivers. For a long time, Bluebird became the main choice for taxi service in Indonesia. However, the problems start when the industry changed faster than the company's system. Even though Bluebird is strong in terms of service quality, they still face challenge when competing with companies that are fully digital from the beginning.
So, what's the business problem?
So, based on my analysis, the main business problem faced by Bluebird is the gap between their current operational system and the new expectation from customer. Customer today prefer service that are fast, flexible, and fully integrate with digital platforms. Meanwhile, Bluebird is still in the process of adjusting from a traditional system into a more digital based system. Bluebird already introduced My Bluebird application as part of their digital transportation. But compared to competitors Gojek and Grab, their overall service experience is still considered less efficient, especially in terms of response time and the ease of use. So, this situation creates a mismatch. On the one side, customer expectation keep increasing, and on the other side, the company needs time to adjust its system and operations. And this mismatch becomes the core issues in this case.
So, what's your analysis for Bluebird?
So, now I'll explain the main findings from the analysis. The first thing that we can clearly see is the change in customer behavior. So first, customer behavior shift. In the past, customers usually chose taxi based on safety, and reliability. And in this case, Bluebird is actually very strong. However, today's situation is different. Customers now expect more than just safety. They want speed, convenience, and also control over the service. For example, customers want to book instantly. They want to see driver's location, and they want to know the estimated price before they confirm the booking. So, these features are no longer special, but already become a standard operation. This shows that the company is no longer only about service quality, but also how fast and how easy the service can be accessed. The second findings is about operational gap. Bluebird system were originally designed for a more traditional model, where demand is not fully real-time like today. Meanwhile, competitors like Gojek and Grab are built from the beginning with a digital system that can respond instantly. Bluebird may face challenge in matching their speed and flexibility of these platforms, even if the difference is only a few minutes in waiting time. Customer can still notice it, and this is important because in today's market, small delays instantly affect customer decision. So from here, we can see that the main issue is not about service quality, but more about efficiency and response time. Another important point is the role of digital platforms. Gojek and Grab are not only transportation services, but they're also part of larger ecosystem. People use them for many things, like food delivery, payments, and daily activities. So, when customers already use the app frequently, it becomes more convenient for them to use the transportation service in the same platform. Meanwhile, Bluebird's application is still more focused on taxi service only, and over time, this can influence customer preference.
So, what's your insight?
So, if we combine all these findings, we can see one main insight. The challenge for Bluebird is not because there is no demand, but because there is a gap between their current system and what customers expect today. Customers are not just looking for transportation anymore. They are looking for fast, simple, and convenient experience. And this requires the company to continuously improve, especially in terms of digital capacity and operational efficiency. So, based on all the analysis that I explained before, there are several recommendations that can be considered by Bluebird. The first one is to improve their driver allocation system. This means the company should use data to better understand where and when the demand is higher. For example, during peak days or in certain locations where customer requests are more frequent. By doing this, Bluebird can place driver in the right location at the right time so the waiting can be reduced. This is important because waiting time is one of the main factors that influence customer decision. If customers feel that the service is faster, they are more likely to use it again. The second recommendation is to further improve My Bluebird application. The application should not only function properly, but also improve a smooth and simple function experience. For example, the booking process should be faster, the interface should be easy to understand, and the price information should be clear from the beginning. Because nowadays, customers are already used to applications that are very efficient. So, if the app feels slower or more complicated, they will quickly compare it with other platforms. The third recommendation is to strengthen and expand strategy partnership. Bluebird has already collaborated with Gojek, and this is actually a good step. This kind of partnership can help the company reach more customers, especially those who already use digital platform in their digital life. Instead of competing directly in all aspects, Bluebird can take advantage of existing ecosystem to stay relevant. So, overall, this recommendation focused on improving speed, convenience, and accessibility. Because based on this analysis, they are the main factors that influence customer preference in today's transportation industry. It also shows that the company needs to not only maintain its service quality, but also improve how the service is delivered.
So, what's your conclusion?
So, to conclude, Bluebird is a strong company with a strong reputation. However, the company is currently facing challenge due to changes in technology and customer behavior. The main issue is not about lack of demand, but more how the company adapt to new expectation. Customer today expect service that are fast, easy, and digital. So the company needs to continuously adjust its system and operations. From this case, we can learn that in today's business environment, companies need to be flexible and responsive to change, because even strong companies can face challenge if they're slow to adapt. So that's all from my explanation. Thank you.
I just had to let you know you're